Hello, everyone. Today we have a gentleman that I've been getting all these texts about, and within the project that I'm doing now, I just felt it was only right to try to get his thoughts because he has and big things before him, supposedly, and I want to wish him the best. So without further ado, I'll ask you to introduce yourself and tell people a little of your background, and we'll bring it up to where we are here, anticipating making your debut and getting your first national cap for Trinidad and Tobago. So the floor is yours.
Yeah, so again, hello everyone. My name is Malcolm Shaw, 27 years old. Um, I'm a professional footballer. I currently play for Atletico Ottawa in the Canadian Premier League. And again, during this time right now in my career, it's a big step for me as I'm on the cusp of getting called into the national team camp for Trinidad and Tobago, something I'm very excited about, something I've been aspiring to do for a while now, been working hard towards. And I'm grateful and fortunate to be getting this opportunity. A little bit about myself. I started playing football at a very young age, around 4 or 5 years old. And from around like 7 to 8 is when I really started to play competitively. And again, since young, I've always had aspirations of playing the game at the highest level I possibly can and becoming a professional. And I was fortunate enough to be able to, have the opportunities and be able to make that a reality, something I'm eternally grateful for. Again, obviously the journey from then till now hasn't always been easy or petals and roses, but definitely with continued hard work and with a great support system as well as striving to be coachable and work my hardest. Opportunities presented itself, and I was fortunate enough to take those opportunities by the horns. So again, being where I'm at now, again, I'm definitely very fortunate and blessed to be here. And again, there's a lot more to come.
Okay, so now in making a decision to play for Trinidad and Tobago, to aspire in that thing, because in talking to the coach, the squad isn't broken down yet for you guys want to be in the preliminaries of the Gold Cup, right? The preliminary round.
Yeah.
I think Guadeloupe is your first game. But before we get to your games and stuff, how you end up making the decision, because you live here in Toronto, you live in Canada, correct?
Yeah, I live in Canada, currently in Ottawa, yeah, but my
Okay.
family's in Toronto.
So how this opportunity presents itself, and how it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so in terms of making a decision, obviously, again, like I said previously, I've always aspired to take that next step and play and strive to play internationally. And obviously, to be completely honest, obviously Canada has a very large selection of players, very high level players, and again, so I also wanted to seek other opportunities through my parents' countries, and my mom being from Trinidad, I felt that was a very good option for me to pursue and a realistic one as well. So um, from I have a guy that I used to work with back home that has some affiliations and connections there, as well as I played with a current international, Trinidad international, Ryan, in which I was able to kind of get connected there. So from around 2021, they kind of were starting to monitor me and whatnot, and throughout 2021, 2022, and up until now, they were keeping an eye on me. And now that I was able to, get my documents and stuff, that was kind of the main factor, I guess, hindering me from it. But now that that's in the clear, I'm able to, I was able to now, do enough and earn my first call up. So obviously, still work to be done. Obviously, going into camp, but that's kind of how things developed.
Okay, so with Atletico Ottawa, obviously you're affiliated to the Atletico Madrid in Spain, correct?
Yeah.
With that affiliation, did you gain anything from that affiliation? I understand you guys do camp there, and how did that help?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, being affiliated with one of the biggest clubs in the world, some of La Liga giants in Atletico Madrid, that just opens up a plethora of experiences and opportunities for us, being the sister club. Obviously, we're fortunate enough to get the opportunity to go there in March for preseason, so we get to train at their facilities. We get some very good friendly games over there. obviously against Atletico Madrid, their B team, sometimes Real Madrid, and as well as other La Liga affiliate teams, which is obviously great preparation for us, and it's a very unique experience to see football at again the highest levels in Spain and these other top countries, right? So it's just it gives you a lot of perspective just to know the level, how hard you need to work. But it also is refreshing to know that when we're on the pitch with these guys, we can play with these guys, we can compete with these guys, and again, it's just good to see that. It's just a great experience to be able to compete against the best of the best and get that experience, get that training, get that sharpness while we're over there to prepare us for our season. So we're definitely very fortunate in that regard, and we also get a taste. We get to go see some games over there, see the first team play, meet the first team, see them train. So yeah, so a lot of great things come from being affiliated with Atletico Madrid.
Well, I haven't heard much about you of obviously in Ottawa and stuff, and I have to start going back to that level and covering down at the CPL. But I had looked at a few clips of you, and I saw you score left-footed bullet, which the public already know left foot is coming around my domain, and I saw you score a header, and so you're not a dimensional type of player. Is scoring your forward? What's your position, or what's your comfort zone? What's your position? What's your thing?
Yeah, so again, I'm a player that likes to play high up the pitch, playing through the center as a nine, as a lone nine. I could play on either side as well. I feel I'm versatile. I can give to the team in different ways, whether it's playing as a hold up nine or playing as a more of a dynamic forward player. I believe I know I can score goals. I can help facilitate and create as well and bring other players into the play. And when it comes to finishing, again, I can score from headers. I can use both feet, and I also work hard too. And I work defensively as well, trying to press and help the team in that way as well. So I believe I have a capacity to help any team I'm a part of in multiple different ways.
Well, you just answered my next question because in watching your clip, you deliberately moved from the right side and went across to your left foot, right? And I wasn't sure the bullet, but there's different mechanics of shooting, and they give us different angles. So I have a pretty good idea. You're confident with your left foot. I was going to ask you about the right, but you just say you can use both, which is the game is going to be a lot easier for you. But the thing is, if asked to play, you play anywhere you can help the team. Because sometimes, especially making your debut and stuff, especially if you know the game and you're a student of the game, you are asked to be discomforted a little bit by filling a void. How is that going to work for you?
Yeah, honestly, to be honest, that's nothing I'm not used to. Even the past 3 years of my career, even I've been deployed to play on the wing, even as a wing back at times. I believe it's because I have the capacity to play again both sides of the ball. Defensively, I have a high work rate, and I'm decent defensively as well as going forward. So again, if the staff or coach is asking me to do a job that's a little bit unorthodox or maybe out of my comfort zone, I'm prepared for it because I've been doing it for so long now. So that's what I feel has added to my game, just being able to be adaptable and to be versatile.
So how many goals you scored for the season since the season started? How many games played? How many goals scored? And where you're playing actually within those games?
Well, for this season, I'm off to a bit of a slow start, but I believe I've played 7 games, but in all competitions, including the Canadian Championship. So I have 2 goals in 7 games, but in league play, I got my first one actually yesterday or 2 days ago. We played Halifax against actually a former or a current national team player, Andre Rampersad. But yeah, I'm looking obviously to build on that, to get momentum and to just get my scoring form back to where I believe it should be.
For those who are watching, Malcolm Shaw is under the coaching of one of our homeboy here, Kwesi Loney. So how is that going with you, the Ottawa team? How is everything going there?
Kwesi's a part of the staff. Pleasure working with Kwesi. Obviously, we have kind of that connection. Both being from the Caribbean and stuff too. So yeah, but not Kwesi's always he's great with the guys, very professional. Great with the youth as well. He obviously does great things. He also coaches with a university out here too, but he does great things for the youth and for the players there, and with us as well. Always good having him, on the session stuff, giving us insight and stuff where he can. And I feel like he knows the right times where to give insight to us professionals when we're playing, when we're training, which is obviously a positive. And he has a good, he understands the players. We have a good player coach relationship, which is positive as well. So obviously it's always good working with Kwesi, and yeah, it's been a pleasure so far.
So are you going to get release time to go to the Gold Cup thing, or how is that going to work?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously that's coming up soon. So I think the camp starts around like the 12th or 11th. So I'm sure in the near future I'm going to get a release date. I'm assuming it'll be after my game on the 9th, because we have a match on the 9th, and then after that I'll be heading out. So I'm pretty sure in the near future I'll be getting the final dates for when I'm to head out.
You've been to Trinidad, you know the culture. Well, obviously your mom is Trinidadian, but you've been there, you know the culture, yeah.
Oh, I know the culture for sure, but to be honest, surprisingly enough, I've never actually been to Trinidad yet. So I'm glad actually that will soon be a reality. So that'll change soon, of course. But yeah, obviously in the future, I'm looking forward to actually going to part of my maiden land there, and experiencing that. And but of course, in terms of the culture, of course, obviously I'm Trini, family that's Trini and stuff, my mother as well. So that will be, I'm sure that'll be a joy to be immersed in that. But yeah, I've never actually been to Trinidad yet, surprisingly
Well,
enough.
you haven't been to Trinidad, but I hope you eat some roti and basapshat.
Oh, come on, all of it. Come on.
Oh,
No, that's gonna be a very a cherry on the top. Trust me.
all right. Okay. So, well, Malcolm, I want to thank you for giving me the time, and all the little information, as guys knowing you, people you can click in, Malcolm, and score some serious goals from distance, which means he can change a game at a moment's notice. So thanks for giving me the time and letting the public get to know who this Malcolm Shaw is.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the time, and appreciate you wanting to do this.
All right. Okay. So you take care.
Yes, sir. Take care.